Hi Manasi, my name's Daphne. I'm one of the essay correctors at IELTSpodcast.com. Thank you for signing up for the essay correction pack that you've got. We're going to be working together to try and get you the grade that you need before your exam coming up. I think you said 3 weeks. Okay, so we're going to power through this. Now, can you just always make sure you put the title in for me? That makes it easier, and then we can just refer back to this as we go through the correction. So some people believe employees should stay in the same job for the rest of their lives. Others think they should switch at least once during their career. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Okay, so what extent? It's an opinion essay, and then give reasons for your answer. So you're starting. It's a debatable issue whether employees should stick to the same work opportunity or they need to seek another employer, as both parties have strong views. Okay, a little bit confusing that start. Okay, it's a debatable issue whether employees should stick to the same work opportunity. Now, stick to is too informal for IELTS. That's the first thing. It's a bit of a more informal vocabulary. So I would just say simply remain with the same company. So we don't really remain in a work opportunity. You work for a company or for yourself. You don't work in a work opportunity, really. Or need to seek another employer, as both parties have strong views. Now, I don't really care what they think. I care what you think. So, seek another employer. So, in order to... So, why would they move? To gain experience or improve their financial outlook. So this introduction is the most important bit of your essay almost. Immediately the examiner's deciding what band you're going to get. It's really important to make a big impact here. So I would say start this one. In today's global jobs market, because that's what we're talking about, so set the essay in a context. It's a debatable issue whether employees should remain with the same company or, and you don't need this, that can go, seek another employer, and then I'm thinking why, in order to gain experience or improve their financial outlook. Okay, so that is a stronger introduction. Now you can put your opinion, but you can't advocate for those who are changing employers while moving up. Okay, a little bit confusing. So rather than I will advocate for, which we don't really say in English, it just doesn't work. So I believe there are many benefits to changing or seeking additional opportunity while, and then you can come up to this moving up the career ladder. Okay, so link all that together. So I would take out that and I'd link all this together. So in your intro, basically what you're looking for is a strong opening statement, then a sort of shorter development one, and then your opinion if it's an opinion essay, and then you can add in another phrase if you want to. So this essay will discuss these key issues using examples from, and then we're going to put in some examples. And your examples can be from research. It doesn't have to be real, but it has to be possible or relevant. So from research or from a newspaper where you live, something like that. So it might be beneficial to continue the same job as it provides opportunity to develop expertise in a particular field. Yes, absolutely. Good point there. This is because, don't need that, workers may develop a greater understanding of the specific job skills. You don't need that. Job skills required for specialist or unique tasks, such as robot engineering. I mean, make up an example that would be possible, or medical development. So think of it all, every sentence, as a chance to show the examiner your language. So here I'm putting in some sorry about the spelling, and putting in some quite nice high-level ideas in here in terms of language. Also, companies prefer to retain the best employees and therefore provide them, you don't need to repeat that, provide them with additional retraining, absolutely, a vacation package and sometimes promotions. Why? So let's think, why do they do this? In order to secure their loyalty. So quite often I'm going to be saying, why? In order for you, so that you can develop these ideas. Employees themselves, because you've just talked about employers, so now you're changing, so employees themselves, so you'll make this emphatic, may develop close bonding with colleagues while staying in the same work environment. If they change employers, then they might lose stability. Good. Here it changed. Lovely to have a conditional in, but you want second conditional. So if they changed employers, they might lose stability and other earned benefits. Very good point. That's a lovely paragraph. Good. You could have an example in here. Recent research from something showed that workers who remained in their company for more than 20 years, were financially more secure financially more secure and better prepared for retirement. Something you could add a final sentence in that paragraph. However, nowadays, changeable jobs for personal growth has proved extremely vital. You can't have extremely vital. They don't go together. Has proved vital as employees have high expectations and, you don't need to repeat this, employees is still your subject, so you don't need to put the subject in again. So have high expectations and like to explore other lucrative positions. When they cannot perceive a growing career path with their current employment, then it becomes imperative to look for alternatives. Yes, that's absolutely fine, but you could upgrade this. You could put, so failing to secure a growing career path with their current employer, may lead to the obligation to seek alternatives. So your sentence is absolutely fine, but I'm just upgrading this grammar to something really lovely here, starting with the ing. So, failing to secure a growing career path with their current employer may lead to the obligation to seek alternatives. Okay? Just as an option there. Some people might seek change for higher wages, which might not be offered by the current employer. Furthermore, most of the new career paths impose some challenges, along with exposure to new methods. You don't need to have some new methods or technology. Okay? Just take out the some there. If employers stick to the same work, they might not require the same skills. Okay, this conditional statement here and conditional statement here feels a bit formulaic. It feels a bit heavy. It feels like you forced it in there. I have no problem with using conditionals. Absolutely love it, but put it somewhere else. Mix it up a bit, or do a conditional with like this, because this was starting with when is a lovely conditional. I wouldn't end up each paragraph with a conditional. It's not very stylish kind of writing. I know it's good on the grammar, but it's not so great on the style. So in conclusion, although it's advantageous to remain, now here I believe that opinion, and to what extent means I firmly agree that okay, you have to have that in there for the task achievement. Although it's advantageous to remain loyal with the same employer throughout life, as it can add stability, just a comma there, and we're very good using that sentence. There are higher benefits, not higher, but wider is possible. Wider benefits of changing careers, as it can open the way to a high salary, learning opportunities and career growth. Lovely. You've done a really, really good job there. There's lots of lovely things in your writing. Hopefully you feel this is useful and I can guide you, especially just on some of the structure, and some of the coherence. So like the repeating of they like this affects the coherence because it slows down your reader. You've asked me to indicate a grade. I mean, yes, I can, but I'm not going to do this every time because I don't think it's terribly helpful. I think it's more useful for you to have things to work on. We know we're aiming towards a band 7, not there yet, but very, very close, okay? There's going to be different things probably every time that we're going to work on. But well done. Good work on that essay. I like reading out. Okay, dear Mrs. Wilson. And again, each time if you can put the question in, that is lovely. I'm extremely grateful that you've accepted me for the English and Homestay programme. I've enrolled at McMaster Uni for the full term. Yep. With this course, I'm also hopeful that hopeful, you don't need that. Hopeful to become, good, a child counsellor in the future. So just different spelling there in English. As English is not my native language, it would be advantageous to stay with a native speaker to develop language skills. Now, you are staying with them, so instead of saying it would be, because you're going to, it's not hypothetical, so instead of it would be, so I decided it would be, because you decided it before, and then now it's happening. So I decided it'd be advantageous, okay. Can you please provide information on expected weather? I really hate this question because no one knows the weather anymore. So think of a better question, okay? Think of something more exciting, something to show off your language skills. You've really, even in the letters, I know they're easier, but you've got to show amazing things. So roadmaps, nice idea, yeah? But why? So why? Because I would like to explore the local towns and villages, and I am a keen hiker, keen on walking, something like that. Additionally, so let's link it up. Additionally, I would love to start some part-time work. Yeah, so just a little bit more on this letter to get it really like a sort of in context. So I'm going to take out that one, but just add a bit more so the examiner can give you more marks. Yeah, you mentioned you could come to the airport to pick me up. Plan to, yeah, I will be arriving. Yes, now it's okay, but usually we just use the present simple for future plans. So grammatically that is correct and would score you more marks. I arrive. I know it's future, but we just use present simple for future arrangements. Should there only be two issues, I'll keep you informed. Wouldn't write shall. It's more formal. Just you can contract in these letters because it's more informal. You're sincerely lovely. Okay, really good start. Fantastic. Thank you for letting me read those. I'll send you your next ones. Make a note of some corrections and always make a note of any new vocabulary. Well done.